Everyone, it's time for another Mug Musing, a soulful insight for living your own truth and your own soul wisdom one sip at a time. And the reason that I'm choosing this mug, so most of the time there's an intention behind my mugs, but this is because we're going to bridge the gap today. We're going to bridge the self-kindness gap. And why we skip our own wins and celebration. There are so many times when celebration is important. The big things, the weddings, the birthdays, the commencements, all of all of the big life happenings. But one of the things we, especially most nurturing women, do is we forget about celebrating ourselves. We actually are uncomfortable with celebrating ourselves. We've been conditioned not to. Let me repeat that. We've been conditioned not to celebrate ourselves. We are told to keep going and keep going. Let's go from one thing to the other. A typical day in the life of a mom. You come home from work, you start dinner, you clean the dishes, you get your kids ready for bed, you read nighttime stories, and then you fall apart and you forget to celebrate everything that you've done that day. Or maybe you're the woman who is sandwiched between adult children and you're taking care of your parents, right? So you're constantly going back and forth. And of course, there's work in the middle of all too. And we forget that celebration is key to self-awareness and keeping our vibration and our energy high. So one of the things that I know is if you are not celebrating even the little things, you are not being kind to yourself. It is a very subtle form of ig ignoring who you are and how you are being in the world. I am a recovering non-celebrator, because of this conditioning, because of my putting everybody else first in my life. And that's okay because that's the journey. That's the journey we're on in this life. But at some point, you have to cross that bridge and accept that you are an amazing person, right? So if you've waited for permission to celebrate yourself, consider this it. And we don't have to celebrate big. Yeah, sure, there's great celebrations. Go get a massage, go get a pedicure, my favorite. But there are these micro celebrations we can do in a hot second. Just last night, I celebrated something that I would have traditionally always done. I was tired. I have a little stuffy nose and I was tired. And I traditionally would have always cleaned up the kitchen. And I asked very sweetly, maybe even batted my eyes a little bit, if my husband could do that. And he, of course, said absolutely. And I didn't celebrate my husband for stepping in and doing that for me. I celebrated my asking. It's these micro celebrations. And all I did was look outside and I saw the moon and I was like, oh, thank you, moon energy. Right. And I came upstairs and I took some time to do some self-care, celebrating the things, celebrating me asking him for support so that I could go do something for myself. We never would have thought about that concept before. Let celebration be not just the big things, but the daily kindness practices that you celebrate for yourself. You can't give what you don't take. So you want to be sure that you are taking in the ability to celebrate who you are and what you're doing. And sometimes, honestly, celebrating might just be picking up your hand and starting your day. Right? There are all kinds of times in our life that are challenging for us, and just getting up and facing the day is cause for celebration. But can you imagine how that's going to elevate your energy and become this daily kindness practice? Maybe celebrating isn't what you finished, but staying present with what you've done. and following that time frame. Clock goes off, you can't do any more because something is coming up. Oh, no, I was able to do. And I'm going to celebrate that. Maybe, maybe have a mint, maybe just simply taking an aromatherapy oil and breathing in all that good, yummy energy, right? So let me know below what you've done today and how you're going to celebrate that. Maybe you made your own lunch instead of going out and grabbing something at your favorite eatery. Maybe you left work 10 minutes early just because. What is it that you're celebrating? Me? Celebrating a lot because I celebrate all the time, but I'm celebrating doing this mug musing because I've connected. I've told myself and committed that I'm doing 2 a week, and it's Friday, and I'm a little snuffly, and I was going to save not doing it, but I'm celebrating that I stepped in. So let me know what you are celebrating. Don't forget to subscribe for the next mug musing because truly, this is a time for you to sit, reflect, and integrate. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Have a great day and keep on mug musing.